I'm saying? The work of the ministry is a 24/7, full-time effort. And it's simple. We make the work of the minister complicated. And it's not complicated. And it shouldn't be complicated. It shouldn't be complicated. Why? Because if we get facility for widows to live in and don't have to worry about shoveling snow, cutting grass, didn't have to worry about anything, but they had a place to stay. They had a place to stay. Food is cooked. Go into the cafeteria, sit down and eat. Fellowship with one another. Pray. Seek the Lord. Wasn't that an easy life? something that don't line up with the scripture. So when we talk about, the Lord told me to get 5 sheets of paper and put them over there, and then when it's not fruitful, then you get all disappointed. And you get discouraged. And then you start pointing fingers at others and blaming others for your failure. sitting in your presence in a restaurant or in a department store or something like that with plain clothes and everything, you don't know the person, you don't even know the police officer. So you respect him as any other human, right? You don't fear him, you don't do nothing, you just respect him as another human. But you let him go around the corner and 10, 15 minutes come back fully uniformed. Oh, that's police. That's police. Why? He got his anointing on that breaketh every yoke. You walk, you have your clutch your collar on and go through a toll booth, you get a different response.
Do you get free toll?
Huh?
Do you get free toll?
You get a different response. You have people walk up to you all in the shopping centers and everywhere. Hi, Reverend. Some of them say, hi, Father. And then they start pitting to you. They start pitting to you because they hurt. That's the work of the ministry. They need help. Yeah. They need comfort. That's the work of the ministry. Huh? Let's read verse 14. How then shall they call on him in whom they have not believed? How are they going to believe? And how shall they believe in him of whom they have not heard? Huh? And how shall they hear without a preacher? How shall they hear without a prophet? How shall they hear without a apostle? You got to hear some from the apostle. You got to hear some from the prophet. The prophet is the preacher. According to my research in the scripture, a prophet is a preacher in the New Testament. Okay? If we don't broadcast it, if we don't preach it, if we don't teach it, Jesus said, what I say to you